Retirement. Yay! You are finally allowed to live the good life. You imagine what amazing things you still want to do in your remaining years now that you don't have any duties. You had set a lot of money aside to enjoy later through the years. Oh, but don't say that too loud, because suddenly it looks like your children seem to love you a little more than usual. But even if you keep your net worth hidden from your children, your oh so lovely wife knows all too well and is already dancing from excitement. In retirement, the first thing you do is probably buy yourself a little toy. Holy, I said little. A Harley is not a little toy. By the way, this man here is my father. If you didn't know yet, now you know. The other man before is just a random but awesome senior man that I found on a stock site. Continuing on, after buying yourself a rather big toy, you find yourself thinking, what now? What am I going to do with all that free time? You could go fishing, but that's probably what your father used to do when he retired. And that is, not cool. Sorry, Grandpa. By the way, not my grandpa. So, it's not going to be fishing. No, 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 no. Damn, he has a long finger. No. But water plus boat still sounds like music to your ears. So you want something with water plus a boat. But it should be cooler like your grandpa. At least as cool as this granny. And there it is. You come up with the idea to cross the sea on a boat. You could fare out on a small boat like this and look for the One Piece, but boats, like most other things, are not created equal. There are rubber boats, fishing boats, and little ships. And then there is the cruise ship. And not any cruise ship. No, this cruise ship named the Rotterdam is massive. I mean, look at this bad boy. The flagship of the Holland American Line. Yes, pun intended. Okay, so a cruise ship it is. You put on your captain suit and call yourself Captain Pensionado because why not? You're retired. You don't have anything to lose. Well, except money. No, but on a serious note, if you want to go on a cruise, you'll need to pay some serious money. But then, what do you get for that money? I'm glad you asked, because I was just about to show you. Okay, we start the ship tour here in this beautiful hallway, while we make our way toward the elevator. And here we are, standing in the elevator, letting modern day machines carry us up. Thank you, Elisa Graves Otis. This was actually the first morning of our trip on board the ship. We were on our way to the gym, but decided to film because most people were still sleeping in the early morning. That's why it was not busy at the moment. Very nice for filming.
Deck 10, panorama deck.
Okay, where to next? Follow Sylvia? Oh no, Sylvia follows me. I'm the leader again. Here you can see a nice sport court where you can play football, the real one, not the American one where they barely use their feet. You can also play basketball and some kind of tennis. Sorry, I forgot the name. The senior people like to play it, as you can see. Wait, is that me playing? I meant all ages love this fantastic sport. Okay, what's next? Ah, the jogging track. For the people who like the fresh air when jogging rather than the sweaty smell of the gym. When I say this, it makes me wonder why we always went to the gym. Perhaps it was the pheromones doing that thing. Okay, we arrived here at this board that tells people not just how much one round is. No, it even tells you how much multiple rounds are. This cruise line really gets it. We are on holiday, we don't want to do math. Real luxury. Look, you can even play ping pong, is what my wife is saying here. Truly amazing. Did you see the surprised expression on her face? No, me neither. Okay, so here you see some lounging spots. After this you will see a little bar. There were a lot of bars. That made my father happy. But they also had alcohol-free drinks, which made us happy. Here you see such a bar. And here you see the pizzeria. We could order pizza here all day long. It was all included in the package. Okay, here we arrived at the library. My wife was truly reading, by the way, and I did totally not tell her just to pretend to read for the sake of the video. No, long finger, no. We read one book every single day. This is the theater where various kinds of plays are performed. It's pretty impressive, especially knowing this is all on a boat. A ship, I should say. A cruise ship to be precise. Okay, let's hit the pool. My father is actually the only one that swam here. There is no footage of my father swimming. Believe me, you missed nothing. Another fun fact, the pool is also the cinema at night. And the movies are played on that big screen over there. Look, there are my father and mother waving. Aww, so cute. Okay, here we are, finally at the gym. And look, Don't you want to have a view like this every time you go to the gym? I certainly would. Okay, I guess it's time for food. Real-time me is also starving, by the way. I didn't have breakfast yet. But you probably don't care at all about that. Okay, let's continue. This hall is called the Leader Market and is basically a buffet that serves various cuisines from around the world, like American, Dutch, British, Japanese, Korean, Thai, and of course, Indonesian. By the way, there were a lot of Southeast Asians working on the ship, and I think Indonesians were the majority of them. So my wife could speak her language every day. You can have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a late night snack here. And this is also all included in the package. Here we are having breakfast. This rather chic. This chic looking room is called the dining room. To enter, you have to dress at least semi-formal. Shorts are not allowed. Some people really were dressed like it was their daughter's wedding day. Or great-grandmother's funeral. You can look at it both ways. But not us, because we are cool and we were with Captain Pensionado after all. We own this. Anyway, if you want a more chic experience instead of the eating shed called Leader Market, you come here. Act a little classy and you're welcomed into the high society. At least for the duration of your dinner. The dining room serves a 3-course menu that changes every single day. We had a shrimp as an appetizer, duck with orange sauce as the main dish, and some kind of coconut cake as a dessert. It was all yummy, but very fast in the tummy. It is not much, but this is chic. It's for the experience. Okay, it's time for some entertainment. The entertainment on the ship was mainly at night and was primarily music. This room here is called the BB King's Blues Club. This room could turn into a real party room at night. This space is called Billboard on Board, and here you can listen to pianists playing the piano while singing. There they are, my fun side gang. What's up? Here we have the Rolling Stone Rock Room. The wildest parties are here. Precisely what you would expect from rock music.
I'm gonna fight them all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip me off, taking their time right behind.
Look, it is Captain John. I told you the parties were wildest there. By the way, Captain John is also Captain Pensionado. He goes by many names, including Potato Man. Two shall eat thy potatoes. Sorry, insider's joke. Okay, let's go up these stairs. Ladies first. I'm a real gentleman. Okay, if we go up these stairs, we arrive at the place where most people live poorer than when they arrived. Can you guess what it is? It is the casino. I don't have any footage of this place at night because for obvious reasons. So you have to do it with this footage. And that was the end of the tour. You're probably staring at your screen, mouth wide open and thinking, oh, this on a ship? Yes, amazing, right? But please, close your mouth before flies fly in. I mean, yes, you could go to the gym, lounge and stare at the beautiful sights with a nice drink in your hand, eat yourself full at the buffet, act chic in the dining room, and listen and dance to music at night. You could do all that and more. I didn't even show you everything yet, like for example, the sauna.
Wow!
So much to do, but remember, we started this video with the topic of retirement. And you know, when you retire, you just want to feel young again. So the place where you could find my parents most of the time was up here, feeling all young again. Thank you, Dad and Mom, of course, for taking us with you on this cruise. It was a fantastic experience. And you, viewers, thank you for watching. See you next time.